Alright, man. It's your boy Big John. Back again with another video. I got my dog Vince right here.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, we about to do a little video, man. We about to get straight into it. So, here we go.
That's probably the last lap dance you're getting from her.
Oh, man. Since when you start drinking? Matter of fact, what the hell are you doing here anyway?
Okay, seriously, you're not my dad, and I just wanted to make sure you were cool. Heard about the whole repeat the 11th grade thing.
Yo, can you chill?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm checking on my friend.
I don't need you to check on me. I'm good.
Khalil, what the? Why?
You don't need to be drinking anyway. Ain't it past your bedtime? Go home.
You know what? I am sick of you and everyone else telling me what I am and what I'm not. None of you get to decide that. Because I can do what I want, when I want, and there's crap all any of you can do about it.
Me? You're talking a lot of crap.
Oh, I'm not just talking.
Alright, so the backstory on what just happened is this is the show called All American, and basically the guy with the braids is supposed to be like her friend and stuff like that, and he knows her dad, so he's supposed to be kind of like protecting her. But through the process of like protecting her, you know, when you hang out with somebody, you become like, you start to like them, grow crushes and stuff like that. But the guy that she kissed is another guy who kind of crushed on her, and she crushed on him a little bit, so she kind of caught in between on like crossing that boundary, you know, with them. So
the dude is her crush.
The dude, she crushing on the guy with the braids.
Okay, that was.
And
okay.
she also crushing on the other dude too. That's why she was able to go up to him and kiss him. You feel me? So now I'm looking at this like, okay, so she's kind of stirring up some beef here, because she know that the guy with the braids, you know, named Khalil, that he likes her. So she know by going to kiss him is gonna make him set off or something like that. You know, you seen how he look, like, dang. And she trying to prove something like, y'all keep trying to tell me what to do, and you go kiss another dude, and it's kind of like, why go do that for? You really don't, you know, you crushing on him, but you don't like him as much as you like the guy with the braids, which is Khalil, her friend. So I'm just like, damn, she's stirring up some shit.
It just looked messy. I'll just be honest with you. She looked like she looked messy, or she got something to prove. Cause she just walked up and then. I thought I was a little confused. That's why I'm like, I'm glad you explained it, but she just looked messy. Cause if she caused that kind of problem, that don't look too good. He looked hurt a little bit. He looked a little mad.
he looked like, oh, so this how we gonna play?
Yeah. He looked a little like Trey Songz a little bit. Like, he ain't very bad. Yeah.
So.
What's up, bruh? That kiss make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Excuse me?
Look, I don't know who you are or where your ass came from. If you ever touch one of my girls again, it's gonna be a problem, you feel me?
Okay. Whatever, bro. That chick kissed me.
Watch yourself. That chick got a name, bruh.
Did I offend you in the form of Lifetime or something?
It's all a joke to you, huh?
Oh, well, clearly you take everything a little too seriously, so it's whatever, bro. I'm out. Move.
Mate, really cats like you need to be taught some respect.
About who? My brother that's apparently too stupid to graduate?
What's up? Things ain't so funny now, huh?
Whoa. Yo, this is crazy, man. Come on, all this over a kiss?
Suggest you get up out here and go back to wherever you came from.
Gladly.
Jarrell, what the hell is your problem, man? Don't everything need to be answered with your damn gun?
So, as you can see what transpired.
He was hot.
That was hot. And then he even said, that's my girl. So now it's kind of like, I'm gonna be kissing my girl. And it's like, I don't recall y'all being, I thought you guys was friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
it's kind of wild.
Like, so
I feel like he put his energy into he stepped into the wrong person. Because if that's your girl, step to your girl, check your girl. Why you checking him?
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing to do with it. She ran up and kissed him. Well, his boys was at. He was just with his boys, and they just left him up.
Yeah, that's kind of like the classic thing of what men mess up and do, even though they in high school and stuff. Even in high school, whatever the case may be, you checking another man or another boy for just being a boy. He an innocent bystander. Should get your quote unquote girl in line, cause you can't do nothing about what a boy or a man gonna do. They gonna do what they do.
That's the person he was supposed to check and have that energy towards her.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and flipped on his homeboy, because the homeboy pulled out the. But it's like his homeboy playing his homeboy role.
Like, man, I don't need you. But he do got a point though. He don't need to be pulling out the gun, cause that's just ain't a situation to pull the gun out though. You know what I'm saying? But it's more the fact that
he got a hot temper though.
Yeah, but it's more the fact that this is what you would call tender dick shit right here. This is what you call a tender dick, because that's not his girl. Mm-hmm. This is supposed to be your friend, and you getting hot about her doing some stuff, and she don't belong to you. That ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more a line of like some tender dick stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you going to check him like he did something wrong, and that's tender dick stuff.
Yeah, he playing his part.
And it's kind of like that's one of the things with example of how it's not the woman's fault or girl fault all the way, but those are slight little roles that they could play where beef starts. But a lot of times a woman would be like, I ain't do nothing, but you actually did. Even though it shouldn't transpire that way, you played a part. But to say, oh, I didn't do nothing, that's them, and it's like,
it's crazy because a lot of girls used to do that when they're young. As you can tell, they're in high school, right?
Right.
They used to do that stuff. They like to play those little games, and not understanding those games that you play can cause a lot of problems that you can't come back from. And because the way he acted, he looked like he a little hot-headed.
Oh yeah, he for sure.
Over just the whole situation. You clearly can see it wasn't him, but
yeah. And then the fact that she gave him that look like, nah, I told you I could do whatever I want type.
She was wrong for that.
And I'm like, damn, so you finna stir all this BS up over some junk because somebody treating you, being overprotective about you and stuff like that? Like, well, do you see why? Because you doing little crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You acting wild. That's wild stuff.
Reality too, they not together, right?
No, they were just friends, quote unquote.
I don't need to say no more.
That's what I'm saying. And then that goes either to another point where all this men and women or boys and girls being friends. No, eventually you're gonna start catching feelings for somebody. No. Like, we could never be friends. Like, we could be friend of a friend, but you see what happened just right here when they are calling each other friends, but they both have feeling for each other, and they know it, but they just didn't cross that line yet.
Yeah,
so
they shouldn't be friends, man.
So
that'd be kind of hard to be like you crushing on each other and you trying to be friends. It's not gonna work. It's one or the other.
It's one or the other. You can't do both. You really can't do none. You can only do one. It's either you gonna like each other and get with each other, or y'all just need to leave each other alone.
Hey, hi. So, I don't know if you remember me, but...
I try not to forget girls that I kiss.
Right. Except it's more like I kissed you, which is what I'm actually awkwardly trying to apologize for. I acted impulsively and was trying to prove a point to a guy who can't seem to see me. And oh my God, now I'm rambling and embarrassing myself even more, so I'm just gonna go.
Then you see this right here is like she's acting impulsive. And see, that's the thing I'm talking about right there, where that little action you did could cause a bigger thing. And because you're acting impulsively, now you just caused two guys to get into it for no reason at all. And I'm not saying it's all your fault. Men and boys should be able to hold their emotions in check and not allow that to happen. But unfortunately, ain't nobody perfect, and some people don't know how to do that. So you're sparking that flame to it and not even meaning to, because now you're coming back to your senses later on and like, I really didn't mean to do that. It's kind of like, what? Shit, it's spilled milk now.
It's done.
You know.
My thing is, I just got somebody upped the gun on me over something I ain't even do, and then you want to come over here and try to talk to me again? Girl, if you don't move from out here.
But like what?
Especially, it's a difference if I was on that type of time. It's different, but I'm not on that, and you can tell he's not on that, and you still trying to entertain?
That John wild.
Yeah.
And bro's more the bigger man than them, cause he'll like, bro, over a kiss, bro, you got it, bro. About a kiss? Is it? So actually, in reality, he wasn't the person being tender dick. He was more the person being like, bro, it ain't that big of a deal like that. I don't even see it like that, bro. Yeah.
Nah, but my whole thing is just, she come with problems. She come with a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And you still trying to, like, that impulsive move that she made is kind of like, you do that one time, you gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And again. And again. You like problems.
Mm-hmm.
And that problem could have turned ugly. I would have left her alone. I would have like, that's fine. Your bodyguard ain't with you. your shooter not with you. I'm good.
What?
You look good, but I'm straight. I don't want them type of problems. Sometimes you gotta keep it moving. I'm good. Chuck them deuces up.
Yeah.
Good.
She look good. But
Yeah, she look good.
But them problems ain't better.
Nah.
So guess what? So there's plenty of fish out here. Find something new.
That's only my thing about that part. Her behavior, she already showed that from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how she is. She just act out of emotions and just jump right into the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
No life jacket, no swimming lesson, no nothing. And expect somebody to But he should have. I wouldn't did that. But
like, god dang, bro.
He asking for problems.
Yeah, he definitely is, cause his background is that type of life where they crash out basically.
Lil Trey Songz like he was about to crash out right there and then. The braids too tight. Braids too tight, my boy.
Yeah, and it's like they got. And it's like they got two different backgrounds. He come from a family base, and he come from a single parent base. He got his dad, but his dad a gangbanger. So they got two different lifestyles. Yeah. So that's why other buddy more passive. Like, I ain't finna be that aggressive about this. Nah, bro, I'm good off that. This ain't that serious.
He need to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
I ain't watched the whole movie, but I know that you need to leave that one alone.
Yeah. That's that little moment in the TV show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I did this video because this TV show kind of displayed how a lot of wars happen, a lot of beef happen, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one-sided, and it's not just one thing. It's multiple things that play a part in it. So for people to say, I didn't have nothing to do with it, no, you did. And it's kind of like how some women get their brothers, uncles, dads jammed up because you go do something impulsive like that. Now they ready to jump up heads over here.
That happens a lot though.
And the whole time, it was something that you weren't even seriously into. You didn't really care too much about it. You just got emotional and acted impulsively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That caused a big rift. Bro almost got popped by that.
Yeah. It could have been it could have went that route, or could have went the other route where he could have popped him, or they could have been beefing for a long time over something she did. But I mean, we talk about this all the time when it comes down to certain things certain women do. A lot of time, no, I'm not gonna say the younger women, but you see it a lot with the younger women. But some of the older women still have the younger mind, and they still doing the things that they used to do back in school.
Yeah. And
not understanding that you grown now, you can't be doing that. But that right there is a I try to tell my sons about that, like, and my daughters, to just because you think you could do this, you shouldn't. Don't put your brother in no situation like that.
right.
Don't put your daddy in a situation like that, your boyfriend in a situation like that, because you never know. It's a difference if somebody picking on you. She clearly went over there looking for problems.
Yeah.
And it could have ended ugly.
And she knew it was gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Cause look how she looked at the man when she walked away, like, huh?
That's not good.
And it's like,
That's not good. It's a lot of, like you say, a lot of wars happen like that in our communities because of stuff like that. Bad decisions that a lot of our women do make sometimes.
right. And it's not to say it's all women's fault, but women try to play victim far too often when they had a hand in it just as much as the man did. Granted, the man should be controlling his emotions. I don't disagree with that.
He need to.
But at the same time, you need to too. It ain't just him, it's you too. We all need to control our emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything we do got cause and effects to it. But it's just far too often the women like to be like, I ain't had nothing to do with it. That was his fault. I ain't do nothing. He shouldn't have did this. Well, what about what you did first? You, just like in this situation, you went and kissed this man that you got a crush on, but you like the other one more because that's supposed to be your friend.
Yeah.
But you knew that would make him mad, but you still did it anyway. But we gonna skip over that and just skip past to what happened after you did it, and we gonna deal with that versus dealing with the cause. But far too often people like to just stick to the effect of things.
Yeah.
But if we think about the cause, this never happened. You know?
Yeah. It's just when you seen it does hit close to home, because you see I used to see that a lot. I've been not crashed out like that, but I was willing to crash out, wanting to crash out over some stuff like that. And the older I've gotten, I've realized that I was dead ass wrong. I was dead ass wrong, and a lot of this stuff could have played out a lot different. And what he could have did, he should have checked that at that moment or the later with the girl and let her know exactly what we're saying, that you could have caused something over that move that you just did.
Yeah.
And you could have caused my life. Whatever. You just don't know what you just did because of you got upset and you felt like you were being controlled. So you had to show that nobody controlled me.
Yeah.
Nobody controlled me. But
hey, man,
that's crazy.
That's why we all got to be careful with our emotions, man. It ain't just one side. Be careful. We all got to be careful with our emotions, because our emotions can affect anybody.
Yeah.